Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Cancer is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Okay, Princess of Pentacles. I'm getting a younger female energy in your life. Okay, I don't know. I feel like this may be someone that you work with, or that there's some kind of a practical relationship that the two of you are involved in some project together. Okay, younger female energy. I almost wonder if you're a bit of a mentor to someone in your life. Okay, we've got to put this card into a little bit of context. This is sometimes a card of a situation that has a great potential here. There's a lot of success, a lot of growth that can be happening here, but we need a few more energies around this one, right, to see what really is happening. Our next card then is, the Star card. Very nice. Now we have a Prince of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and an 8 of Wands, okay? We've got the World or the Universe card. We have the High Priestess. We have a Queen of Swords and a 7 of Swords. A lot of direct messages coming in from Spirit here for you. Okay? I feel like somebody in your life isn't telling you the whole story. Yeah. I think Spirit is trying to show you in your environment that you are going in the right direction in your life, okay? But there's something that you're not seeing. I think in regards of this person, we've got the Prince and the Princess of Pentacles here, so this is interesting energy. You're being encouraged to trust your intuition. I think there is a lot of other information, a lot of disinformation, like a lack of trust somewhere in your life. Okay, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor, Infinite, and Unknown, and we're going to set it down right here with Little Belsnickel. Cheer or fear, Little Belsnickel is here. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but, it will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, please put your prediction down in the comments. All right, let's use that intuition. All right, let's take a look around the room here. We have major arcana. We have these 3 major arcana energies, the Star, the High Priestess, and the Universe itself. Okay? I think that there is a spiritual force very active in your life right now that's trying to show you the path for you, trying to show you where you belong in life, what you are supposed to do, and what corner of the universe is yours. How to sort of carve out your piece of the pie here and establish yourself somewhere. So there might be something going on with home. I feel as if you're, maybe home, maybe work too. I feel like there's a big transition taking place. Okay, I feel like, with the Universe card, I feel like things are sort of up in the air, that there's not a lot of stability yet, and that maybe you're in between jobs, maybe maybe the company is moving, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the company is closed down and you're sort of one of the people that are sort of, you're still there, right, for the last few days to sort of help things wind down. Because I feel like there is this big transition happening. I feel like it's at work, or it's in the physical material environment. It feels like a work thing, but it could just be stuff going on at home. It feels like a lot of work to me. But there's somebody here who's not really telling you the whole story. It's somebody that really doesn't want to participate, or they don't want to be involved. So if they're there with you, I feel that they're kind of complaining all the time. Yeah. You've got to be immune to some of these negative thoughts and feelings that are coming in. Okay, I feel like Spirit's trying to keep you on the right course for yourself, and it could be that you're starting to kind of doubt things, and you're starting to have these kind of negative thoughts that might be sort of bleeding over from other people around you that are sort of not so happy right now with things. Okay, let's keep looking around. We've got our fire energy here. And I think the fire energy is really, really positive energy. We have no water at all. We've got some air over here, and then what we have is a lot of earth cards, okay? So, and we see with the earth cards too, that this is kind of like, it abruptly cuts off, right? This is all earth energy, and then it's just nothing. There's a wall, and on the other side of that wall is fire and the major arcana and the air energy. It feels like things are really sort of, the material stabilization has given way. So to me, it feels like something is ending, that this is like the company where suddenly the job is there and then it's not there anymore. And then over here is more uncertainty. Okay. And even with the Eight of Wands, it's kind of like there's a lot of different directions that you could go now. And so we can look at this as either a lot of opportunity or a lot of anxiety over what choice to make, which direction to go. Follow your star, follow your spirit. Do something that really speaks to you right now. Okay? Don't let yourself be influenced by the younger female energy or whoever the other people are that are around you that are kind of that are complaining about everything. That's the message that I'm getting, okay? Because I know that in the future, you're going to be kind of wondering what to do next. Where am I going to go next? You got to listen to that voice within. Don't listen to the people around you right now. All right, but it's very interesting that the earth energy sort of abruptly stops right here. And then what we're left with is a little bit of uncertainty. It's kind of, this is sort of we're kind of just floating out in the universe without really a direction after this. So it could be that the company you work for is closing down. It could be that your living situation, we know that there's a kind of an end date to things, or things are going to change. Okay? Very interesting. The builder energy underneath the surface here. This is a Prince of Pentacles. I feel that you are... you're a consistent worker. You're a very kind of loyal person. And that's why I think I'm getting this feeling that if the company's going out of business, you're like one of the last couple of people that are there to help close things up and wind things down. You know, like the department store is going out of business, but you're open for a few more days, and you're kind of one of the last, you're like the skeleton crew. Yeah. Because you have a loyalty and a commitment. Spirit's saying, don't be afraid to start over. I think Spirit's telling you that this is an opportunity now for you to follow something that is meaningful. Pursue something that really sparks your interest. Be creative. That's the Eight of Wands here. Creative problem solving. Do something that really speaks to you. It's kind of like you're kind of forced into this situation. Again, the earth energy has sort of stopped abruptly. Use it as an opportunity. Right? It's really the Spirit's way of saying, don't rush into anything. But find what really speaks to you. Seek out your star. What is your purpose here? What is trying to enter the world through you? Yeah. Spirit's kind of implying here, don't keep doing what you've been doing. Do something different. Do something that has a depth of purpose here. There's no water energy here. Okay? Do something you care about. Do something that means something, that is an expression of your soul. Not in an ego way, just doing what the ego wants to do, right? No, do whatever it is that is inside of you that is trying to make its way out into the realm of manifestation. Yeah. We're sort of thinking cosmically in scope now. And the star really is this sort of discovery of who we are and why we're here, or kind of another way to look at that is what is trying to enter the world through you. But the star really does ask us that question, who are we? What are we meant to do in this life, right? And it's not so much about the specific details of what we're doing. It's more how and why, right? We're doing it because it's a purpose. We're doing it because we are compelled to do it, because it is some creative divine force that's channeling through us, that you are this clear conduit. I feel like you're somebody who's very spiritually connected. Spirit's telling me, too, that there was some kind of a theft recently. I don't know if this happened at work or what it was, but there was some kind of scandal, right? That had to do with maybe some money being missing somewhere. Your star is trying to guide you out of what feels like a rather dysfunctional situation toward the light, toward your true purpose. And it might be a little bit, things might feel a little up in the air for a while, but they're going to stabilize as you sort of get settled into a new path here. Seven of Pentacles behind you. It seems like a really good time for you to start thinking about what you really want to do, because the Seven of Pentacles in the background confirming that this is not a situation that is going to be around. Again, the earth energy sort of abruptly cuts off in the reading right here, right? So I feel that this is a confirmation that the company that you work for is closing down, or maybe this is like, layoffs, and it's like you've got a few more days and then that's it. Some sort of situation is ending soon, right? Because, I guess it could be, I don't know, let's say you're renting a house and then they've decided to sell the house. Well, now you got to move out, right? Or it's kind of like this company, they're sad to announce, we're bankrupt, we're shutting down, closing the doors, right? And so it's not just immediate, get out of here kind of energy. It's like there's a winding down. But I think we're getting very close to that winding down. So we can see exactly where it stops, right? And from this point on, there's no more of it. Okay, that's kind of the vibe that we're getting. And so we have to figure out a new path forward. Yeah, we have to figure out a new path forward. I think the Eight of Wands is, in some ways, some interest that you still have that you sort of didn't really follow through with in life. I get the feeling of like, there was music or sports or these other creative things that you really love to do, but we never really did them, sort of put them on hold, or we just sort of abandoned these interests. It might be a time now to really get back to doing some of these, or to figure out a way to pursue a job or a career or a path that's sort of in that direction. Okay. The Three of Pentacles at the top here. I'm feeling that we're kind of looking for a new, and obviously if this is the situation that we're in, we're looking for a new form of work. We're looking for something else to do. Maybe, well, I don't know, I guess this could be retirement, right? Where this earth energy sort of abruptly cuts off. And it's like we need something else to do. We need more work, right? And when I say work, I don't just mean like, I need another job. Maybe that is it. That was my first impression. But I feel like this is like, I need a purpose. I need something to apply myself to every day. I need something to be useful for. I need something to be good at, right? I need to be needed somewhere. So we're looking for more work, right? Whether this is by financial necessity or not, I feel like we want to be busy doing something. We want to have something to commit to. Yeah, because this is kind of like, I have a purpose, and now here I am doing that purpose. I'm doing that work, right? When I say work, it's really whatever you're focused on doing every day, whatever you're burning calories at, And so I feel like we're kind of looking for this, and Spirit's saying, do something that interests you. Pursue something that is going to really, that you're going to feel a little bit more inspired and motivated to continue doing. Like, now's the opportunity where you can pursue something that's a little bit more closely aligned with your purpose. Okay? You're being told to look for alternatives, if that makes sense. Okay. And that's what the Eight of Wands is. It's there's a lot of stuff out there. There's diversity. Now, Spirit's saying that you lost a pet recently too. Yeah. If that's true, I'm very sorry about that. That's really a hard thing to go through. I've been through that. There is, it feels like this is kind of a wall here, This feels like a lot of things are happening kind of all at once. That sort of, everything that's familiar to you, right? Kind of seems like it is, there's a rift, right? There's a rift between what is familiar and what has been stable and what has been working. And now Spirit's kind of saying, look, you have to go in a different direction now. Your life is changing. This is that earth energy. And we see the star and the fire and all the rest of these cards sort of moving on from this. Okay. I feel that there's also some digestive stuff going on with you. Yeah. But I feel that you are going to get good news very, very soon. Okay? I think that with the Eight of Wands, you're putting your feelers out there in the world. You're putting out a lot of resumes. You're making a lot of phone calls. You're putting in a lot of applications. You're spreading the word, right? That you're looking for something good. Yeah. And I think the High Priestess here is a good message coming in, right? That you're going to find something that's going to be absolutely amazing, And it may be even something related to kind of like mediumship or tarot or esoteric arts or healing arts or something of the esoteric or occult nature. Maybe, an esoteric bookstore or something like this, or maybe you're even going to go into some sort of healing. I'm kind of feeling like a crystal healing vibe with you. Is that right? That may be something personal, but that may be an avenue for you to explore right now, if the opportunity is there and if the interest is there. That would be a good path for you. Okay. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. All right. Leave a comment. Let me know how you're doing. All right. General energy is, of course, the universe or the world card, because I feel that there's a lot of uncertainty. It feels as if we don't really know which way is up. We're kind of floating around here without a sense of direction. You will orient yourself to your star, and your star will show you the right direction. Things are going to work out for you. Now, I feel like you had to grow up very fast in life, that you had a challenging childhood and you had to mature quickly. So this isn't all that crazy for you. I think that you know how to handle a situation like this. I think you've been in a situation like this before. And you trust in that divine energy. You trust in Spirit. You trust in your intuition that things are going to work out, that you will eventually orient yourself. If we sort of feel that we're floating around, without any sort of stability, you're going to find a way to stabilize yourself and orient yourself to the fixed star, right, of your life, and move in that direction. And I think this is really a blessing in disguise, because this is going to be an opportunity for you to pursue that interest of yours. Pursue what it is that I think you've probably always wanted to really do. Well, what better time than now? What better place than here? The High Priestess in the environment is a very spiritualized energy. It is a lot of downloads coming in, right? I think you're somebody that really can, you can appreciate the synchronicities of life, right? I think that you definitely have an angel of sorts watching over you, and even a near-death experience is what I'm feeling. And I don't know if the real psychic energy, the real spiritual energy came during your near-death experience, or if it was always there. I kind of feel like it was always there, but that near-death experience really activated it. Yeah. And I think that really has stuck with you now, and I think that in your future, you're going to do something that's related to that. So you're going to be either, I don't know if you're going to be writing or teaching in some way or healing, but I feel that I see you standing in front of a crowd of people. And you're talking about something, you're explaining something, or you're demonstrating something maybe. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of where your life is going to be taking you. Now, it's sometimes difficult for you to see the future. And that's something I think that always gets mixed up with this kind of psychic or spiritual ability or this mediumship or whatever you call your gift. I think people expect you to know the future. It's kind of like that very, very popular rebuttal against, the so-called psychics. Well, if you were so psychic, why couldn't you just predict the lottery numbers, Being psychically in tune does not mean you can predict the future, right? So we still need to reason out our life in practical and rational means, okay? Sometimes it's difficult for you to get an objective view of your own life. It's because I think that, like a lot of psychically in tune people, it's hard for you to read for yourself. It's hard, we can apply that to other things quite easily, other people, and that seems to flow much better than when we try to direct it to ourselves. Yeah. And I think that's something that you experience as well. So it is important that we try to focus our energy inward. Now, there's what am I feeling? I'm feeling some kind of a breathing thing. Who's the one with either somebody snores really loud or there's somebody around you that has like a breathing thing? And I don't know that it's you, but I feel that somebody is kind of they're either breathing loudly or there's like a breathing machine or something. I don't know what that is exactly. So Spirit is also directing my attention to that younger female energy and these other people that are around you that feel like coworkers, but it feels like they're sort of I don't know if they're the ones that did with the money thing or they're bad actors of some kind, right? So Spirit's telling you not to listen to them, and I don't know who they are, but don't rely on anyone else at this time, especially with that 7 of Swords that we see. Okay? Make sure that you don't associate yourself with really anybody new right now, because I feel like there's something going on with this earth. I feel like there's some kind of money thing going on, or there was that theft, or something happened here, and it's kind of like it's an unresolved issue. So there's a lot of mistrust, and I think your mistrust is very appropriate right now. 7 of Swords is saying don't really trust anybody at this time, okay? Keep your nose clean, as they say. And don't worry about anybody liking you. Don't worry about anybody thinking that you're their friend. Just do you. Focus on what you've got to do right now, okay? Because Spirit has big plans for you. And I feel that your choices from this point on are really going to affect your long-term future. And I think making the right choices is really going to expand your world. I feel there's a lot of travel coming up in your life. And it could be a really big move. It could be a really, really big move. If this is a domestic situation in any way, it's kind of like we're losing the safety and security of our current home. Things are going to be up in the air for a while, but you're going to land in such a better place. Okay, such a better place. With the 7 of Wands too, Spirit's saying that a lot of the physical, the digestion thing, a lot of that is happening because of the worry and because of the stress. Something with the mistrust and the money, the theft, or whatever is going on, there's just like that mistrust thing going, and it's very stressful. And we've got to try to just put it behind us, right? A clean break is kind of what this rift right here, right? Let's use that as a very clean break. Yeah, a very clean break. I don't know if this business or this earth energy, if it's like at a bank or if it's at it feels like almost like it's a retail store of some kind. Something like that happened. Yeah. Also, somebody in your life ran out of gas recently, right? It feels like a cluster of kind of a cluster of these little things, right, that are happening, and. To me, it feels, with all that behind you, it feels like this is a fresh start. So it feels like a lot of these, it feels like challenging things keep happening. Spirit saying all that's behind you. let all of that be behind you and keep it back there. And let's move forward here. All right, let's look at our mystery card and see how this might confirm some things for us. I'd like to see some water energy, okay? Because I feel like we really just need we need something good to happen. And I think a lot of good is happening, but we have to first put this kind of thing behind us, and we have to orient ourselves. We have to be able to find our feet, put our feet on the ground, and start going forward, okay? And following that star. Spirit's been saying that you have a lot of very vivid dreams, and there's something about a dog. And if it's a family dog or your dog, it's white or white with brown, maybe. Okay, mystery card. A lot of details coming in here. Okay, your trust is a sacred thing. Don't just give it away. There's someone. I keep feeling that younger female energy. Don't trust that person. Okay, here's our mystery card. The Ace of Cups. Oh, yes. That is a relief. This is healing. This is joy. This is kind of saying, look, I'm starting a new life. I'm starting over, and this is a path of joy. This is a blessing in disguise. Okay, all this stuff that's happening, yeah, good. Happen. Let's let it happen all at once. Get all the bad shit done now, so it can be done, and then we can have love and joy and bliss and healing. And I see a big area of land for you. So I feel like you're wherever you end up, you're going to have a property. You know what I mean? You're going to have like an acreage. Okay, I see like flat land, and I see some trees around it. So I feel like you're going to land in a better place than you have been, right? And this is just, right now things are up in the air. Right now a lot of the past is still fading out to make room for that new, really, really good stuff coming in. Yeah, really, really good stuff coming in. So focus on the future, focus on love, focus on you and your star and your path and your loved ones. Don't trust anybody, really, right? Trust yourself. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to anyone that is trying to tell you what to do. I'm getting someone with a T name. Okay, T, and then I'm also getting an R. Maybe for trust. I don't know. I feel like it's initial, first or last initials. Okay. And then also a G. I don't know what that is. Okay. Ace of Cups is a very good sign here. I'm happy about this. We should do an extended reading. I would like for you to stick around. I think that there's a lot of messages coming in for you right now, and it seems like this is a very complicated situation. But at the same time, I like that we have this simplicity, right? Of this, it's just a split. It's really just kind of abrupt. It's saying, okay, as of a particular day, this is gone. Done. Right? So this is like, it's a deadline, or this is like the last day that you're going to be there, and it's just saying, you know what, from this point on, all this is behind you. And I don't know if this is like the day that you have to move out, or the day the business closes. Maybe you've given your 2 weeks, right? And then that's it. All this BS is not your problem anymore. Okay? Anyway, Ace of Cups. Join me for the extended. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Cancer, Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.